Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're really getting into something fascinating. It's not just theory anymore, it's really happening. We're talking about the partnership, this, evolving connection between human smarts and artificial intelligence.
It's definitely a huge topic right now.
Mm.
And to help us unpack it, we're leaning on some great research, especially this really useful metaphor from Kevin Brake.
Right, the two buckets idea, I found that really clarifying.
Exactly. So Brake suggests imagining one bucket for human intelligence and another for AI.
Okay.
And the key thing, both buckets have, well, holes in them, limitations.
Okay.
But the really profound part is how they fit together, not just side by side, but kind of nested. So the strong parts of one patch the holes in the other.
I see. So they compensate for each other.
Precisely. And that collaboration is really changing things, reshaping our future in ways we really need to understand.
Absolutely. I've been following Kevin Brake's work for a while now, especially how he looks at AI bridging these human gaps. It's really impactful stuff.
It is.
So, for you listening, our goal today is to, unpack this whole thing. Look at the unique strength, the weaknesses of both us and AI.
And then explore what happens when they actually work together.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Okay.
So, maybe let's start with us. The human bucket. What are our, standout strengths? What makes human intelligence special?
Well, our intelligence is pretty extraordinary when you think about it. Creativity is a big one.
Right.
The ability to genuinely dream up new concepts, things that haven't existed before, not just rearranging old ideas.
Like art or a totally new business idea.
Exactly. And then there's empathy, that deep understanding of subtle emotions, which is just crucial for, say, doctors or negotiators.
That human connection.
Yeah. And intuition, that sort of gut feeling. It's often based on years of experience, letting us make surprisingly good calls even when we don't have all the data.
Those are definitely powerful, but Brake's metaphor points out the holes too. What are the typical weaknesses in the human bucket? I mean, I know I forget things all the time.
Oh, definitely. Memory's fallible. That's a classic one. Forgetting where you parked, like you said, or details from a meeting last week.
Happens to the best of us.
And we get tired, right? Our focus wanes. Plus, we're susceptible to biases.
Confirmation bias and all that.
Yeah, we often look for evidence that backs up what we already think. And critically, we're just not built to process truly massive amounts of data quickly.
You mean like millions of data points?
Exactly. Think about predicting weather patterns from global sensor networks or optimizing a complex supply chain with thousands of variables. Humans just can't crunch that volume of data instantly.
Okay, so speed, scale, consistency over time, avoiding bias. Those are some of our holes.
Those are key limitations, yeah.
All right, so that sets up the AI bucket nicely. Where does AI really shine, especially in those areas where we humans tend to, fall short?
AI is a powerhouse precisely there. It can chew through enormous data sets, like unbelievably vast amounts, in seconds.
Finding patterns we'd miss.
Patterns we couldn't possibly see, with incredible accuracy and repetitive tasks. AI doesn't get bored or tired. Think about analyzing thousands of medical scans for tiny anomalies.
Right, day in, day out.
Or instantly translating documents into dozens of languages. That's pure AI strength. Speed, scale, tireless repetition.
Okay, that's impressive. But the AI bucket must have its own holes, doesn't it? It can't be perfect.
Oh, absolutely not. It has very distinct limitations. For one, true creativity isn't really there yet.
What do you mean? AI creates images, music?
It generates things, yes, but mostly by remixing patterns from the massive amounts of data it was trained on. It's not dreaming up something fundamentally new from an internal concept or emotion the way a human artist might.
Got it. It's pattern matching, essentially.
In a very sophisticated way, yes. And it lacks genuine intuition or emotional intelligence. You couldn't ask an AI to, say, mediate a really sensitive family argument.
Because it doesn't understand the feelings involved.
Exactly. Doesn't get the subtext, the history, the human values. It struggles with that kind of moral complexity. And AI can be, brittle.
Brittle? How so?
It can get tripped up by ambiguous information, or if it encounters a situation that's really different from its training data, it might just fail completely. It doesn't have our common sense or adaptability in unfamiliar territory.
Okay, so AI has its own set of significant holes. Lack of true creativity, no real empathy or intuition, and it can be fragile outside its lane.
That sums it up well, which brings us back to Brake's metaphor.
Yeah.
The magic happens when you put the AI bucket inside the human bucket.
Ah, nesting them together.
Yes, it's like this perfect marriage where the strengths of one plug the holes of the other, AI speed and data processing power. That patches our human limitations with handling huge amounts of info.
Like the doctor example, using AI to spot things in scans.
Exactly. The AI flags potential issues, analyzing data far beyond human capacity, turning noise into potential signals.
But then the human steps in.
Right. Our intuition, our empathy, our ethical judgment that guides the AI's output. The doctor sees the AI flag, but then uses their experience, understands the patient as a person.
And decides on the actual treatment plan, considering everything.
Precisely. It's that synergy. The human provides the wisdom, the context, the why.
That makes sense. It's not just AI replacing humans, but augmenting them.
Absolutely. Think about chess. That's a great example.
Deep Blue versus Kasparov.
That was the start, showing raw AI power. But today, the best chess players aren't just humans, and they aren't just AI programs.
They're tons.
They're human AI teams, sometimes called centaurs.
Yeah.
The human brings strategic thinking, intuition, maybe reads the opponent's psychology.
Things AI can't really do.
Right. While the AI provides flawless calculation, checks millions of moves, spots tactical patterns instantly.
So together they're stronger than either alone.
Much stronger. It's a real amplification. The human creativity guides the AI's brute force calculation. The whole is definitely greater than the sum of its parts.
That centaur idea really illustrates the collaboration potential.
It really does. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Those holes in the AI bucket, they aren't fixed.
What do you mean?
AI is evolving incredibly fast. Researchers are actively working on patching those AI weaknesses.
So AI is learning to fill its own gaps.
In a way, yes. Take creativity. We said AI mostly remixes. Well, large language models are getting much better at mimicking creativity.
Generating poems, music, designs that seem original.
Exactly. They learn the patterns of creativity from vast data sets. It's not human consciousness, but the output can be surprisingly novel.
Okay. What about emotional intelligence?
That's developing too. AI is learning to analyze facial expressions, tone of voice, language sentiment to infer emotional states. It's getting better at interacting in ways that seem more empathetic.
Seem empathetic. That's a key distinction.
It is. And even the brittleness issue is improving. Techniques like transfer learning allow AI to apply knowledge from one area to a somewhat different one, making it more adaptable.
Wow. So AI is becoming more creative, more emotionally aware, more flexible.
It's certainly heading in that direction. The pace of progress is just astounding.
Which, again, brings us back to Kevin Brake's research focus, right? AI bridging limitations, first human limitations, but now maybe it's on two.
But that seems to be the trajectory. Which raises the big question, doesn't it? If AI keeps patching its own holes, maybe even mimicking our strengths, what happens to the human role?
Do we become obsolete?
I don't think obsolete's the right word. I think our role evolves, fundamentally.
How so? What's left that's uniquely human if AI keeps getting better?
Well, think about the core things. Dreaming up truly original futures, deep empathy, genuine connection, setting ethical frameworks, deciding on fundamental values.
So the why behind it all.
Exactly. An AI might design a super efficient city layout, maybe, but we decide if that city should prioritize community or green space or equity, those value judgments, that vision that remains human. Our job becomes steering the ship.
Guiding the AI, making sure it serves human goals.
Precisely. Which connects to that idea you mentioned earlier, mentoring AI.
Yeah, I found that concept interesting. If we're mentoring AI, isn't the usual goal of mentorship for the mentee to eventually surpass the mentor?
That's a really provocative way to frame it. It forces us to think about the end point, or if there even is one. What are we actually teaching AI? Are we just giving it skills, or are we trying to impart some deeper understanding?
And can AI truly learn those deeper things like wisdom or ethics in the way we understand them?
That's probably the multi-trillion-dollar question. But what's clear is that we have a shared responsibility right now. We're actively shaping this partner.
Through the data we feed it, the algorithms we design.
The tasks we assign it, the feedback we give it, it requires immense thought, collaboration across all sorts of fields, tech, ethics, policy.
Even just everyday users interacting with it.
Absolutely. We collectively need to decide which holes we want AI to fill and what aspects of intelligence, creativity, and decision-making should remain fundamentally human domains.
It's an ongoing negotiation then, defining the boundaries of this partnership.
A crucial, ongoing negotiation.
So wrapping this up, the big takeaway seems pretty clear. It's not humans versus AI.
No, the future is humans with AI. A powerful combination.
But one that needs careful handling.
Definitely. This partnership offers incredible benefits, but as Kevin Brake warns, and it's a powerful thought to leave people with, we need vigilance.
Well, what's the specific quote you
He
mentioned?
said, today we have an AI assistant, tomorrow we will have an AI boss.
Wow. Okay, that certainly gives you pause. An AI boss.
It highlights the need for conscious direction, doesn't it?
It really does. So for everyone listening, maybe the final question is, what responsibility do you feel you have in shaping this incredible and slightly daunting partnership between us and AI?
A question worth pondering.
Definitely. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this. If you found this deep dive useful, please do like the episode and maybe drop a comment with your perspective. And if you want to explore further, there are some great resources out there. Check out publications like Ars Technica or MIT Technology Review. They often have really insightful articles on AI developments.
And university research centers, too, like the Stanford Institute for Human-Centered Artificial Intelligence, often publish accessible research on the ethical and societal aspects.
Great suggestions. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.